Arsenal are winning the league. Arsenal are winning the league. We are 5 points clear. We are champions.
We're gonna win the league. We're gonna win the league.
Arsenal.
Not Arsenal. We're gonna win the league. We're gonna win the league. Oh, they're gonna believe us. Oh, they're gonna believe us. Yes, they're gonna believe us. We're going to win the league.
And that's what we call delusion. So, guys, welcome to the Ballpod Podcast. This is the Ballpod Podcast. My name is Calvin.
We've got 5.
My name is Emmanuel.
Mr. City kama kawaida, the chase is on. The chase is well and truly on.
We are 5 points clear.
I'm Danzuki. I'm the sound producer of the day.
So guys, as you can see the smile on my face, there is only one reason. People are saying we should not talk about game in hand. Now we are 5 points clear. And I have not refused. No problem. Talk about game in hand, Etihad and whatever. We'll be there no matter what. Let's see what happens. But for now, we are in Gameweek 25. Is it 26? Yeah, we're in Gameweek 26. So let's talk about the fixtures that will be happening in Gameweek 26. So I think, where do we start? I think let's start with the early kickoff. Early kickoff, Mancity will be hosting Nick Pope-less Newcastle United. So let's start with Mr. City. You missed the last podcast. You must start.
I can finish.
Okay.
Again, just from looking at the game, it really looks like a tough game for both teams. So, if I'm to be logical, I'm thinking of a draw, maybe a 2-2 draw. But as a City fan, I want Haaland to get a hat-trick in this particular game. We want to show that we're still hungry for this title and give Arsenal the pressure. Actually, I'd like to see Arsenal playing after Man City has won their game. So Newcastle are struggling. They lost to Manchester United, the Carabao. They also lost some points in the Premier League, I think, at Liverpool and I don't know which other team.
Who?
Newcastle. Yeah.
I think the last 5 they only have one win.
And
Manu. Yeah. So I'll give it a 3-1 win to Man City.
They have one win.
Yeah, 3-1 win to Man City.
So what I'll say is Newcastle have only one win from their last 5. So difficult game. They'll be going to the Etihad. I don't know if Pep's fans are back or he still does not have the fans he wants that stadium. But yeah, I think the big factor that we are going to talk about is Nick Pope. Nick Pope missing from that game is going to be huge because in order for Newcastle to do what they need to do to win, they sometimes need to defend deep. And defending deep without a goalkeeper you can trust and hope that he does the job is going to be very difficult to actually produce anything. So that is a big factor. Willock, I don't think if he'll be back. And then Isak is still firing blanks. Wilson does not seem to be able to find the net. And St. Maxim is electric, but can't seem to find a way to give an assist or produce any end product. All variables considered, I just hope that the early kickoff manenos happen. But speaking of what I think will happen, I think because Newcastle are pretty down in confidence, they don't have the confidence to play. I think they might also be suffering fatigue. So I think City will just find goals from somewhere, and I think they will win 2-1 because they're unable to keep clean sheets. FPL.
Yeah, so basically, this should be a very good time for City to face Newcastle because one, Nick Pope is not there. So, and basically, City are trying to chase down Arsenal, and I think this should be an easy win for them, probably a 2-0 win. Yeah, so I think it's that simple.
In the morning when I was checking the odds for a City win, it was 1.44. Saizi imepanda 1.53. I love making predictions based on odds. I'm a numbers guy.
Not looking good.
Not looking good. probably a surprise smash and grab. 1-0 for Newcastle. I hope not. But as a Newcastle, itauma, because I know they're looking to put that demon to bed. And it's the early kickoff. I remember we lost to 10-man leads 2-1. Early kickoff hasn't been kind to us.
The look of a man defeated.
I'm still trying to make a prediction, but
Your Man City
I'll
has-
looking at the odds, I'll say 1-1. But die hard ngumu due to the chase is on. We have to win this title, whether with Dickney or with Kethney.
Whatever happens.
It is what it is. So City 6, Newcastle 0. Haaland to score 5 goals like Aguero scored 5 goals.
I wish this was the Newcastle that.
You remember that game? Aguero scored 5 and at KDB we beat them 6. So I saw that game today, so I'm feeling something energetic. Captain Haaland by the way to FPL.
Yeah, I think I think first of all, the heart of Man City is hoping for a 6-0, but your statistics, heart, and brain is telling you something different. But anyway, let's move on to the next one. The people who are being chased. Arsenal will be hosting Bournemouth. First of all, let me say something. People are saying that they're hoping Man City. They say Man City always goes on a 14, 13, 15 game winning run. No. But surprisingly, the whole of this season, City have not won 3 games in the league on the bounce.
We haven't
It's
won 4.
Oh, it's 4. Okay, then 4 games on the bounce in the league. So when I don't know if the 14 are going to come too, the hunger is not there. I think just to finish this, I'll say this: people are saying City when their backs against the walls always perform. But even as Bernardo Silva and I think it was De Bruyne, they said after the game that Arsenal reminds them of the City when they started, how hungry they were, how energetic they were. So that means that is not who they are today. I think the biggest advantage City have is their experience, and I think that is what is going to determine. Now let's talk about the Arsenal facing Bournemouth. I think the pressure is now on. But I'll say this: I think Arsenal have found a way to evade the pressure and found a way to play without Jesus. I think after the World Cup, they were still trying to figure out 1, 2, 3 things about how to play without Jesus, how to play, the confidence, and the fact that we are now getting closer. You need to perform. But I think the last 2 games have shown Arsenal are now figuring things out. They're like, yeah, let's just play our football. Let's just do what the coach wants us to do, and we might be good. The Everton game, after we scored the first goal, no panic. We played our football. We did not feel pressure when they were pressing us.
I still believe that was an offside.
It was not an offside because the line were drew and Martinelli was behind the ball.
Those lines weren't drawn.
I'll say the camera angles. Don't look at the camera angles. But anyway, so this game, Arsenal will be hosting Bournemouth. What do I think? I think Arsenal are going to destroy Bournemouth 4-0. I think they have found a way to start doing their thing and 4-0 win. Why? As I said the last time, Arsenal need to start getting clean sheets. They got 2 clean sheets. I think it's time to continue the run. And yeah, we're going to win it.
If I've cut you short, sorry, but I had to because you're talking nonsense. Bournemouth are in a relegation battle. This is the day they're going to come for that. Deitch had his moment of glory. Everton are getting relegated. Finally, another team which has never been relegated will bite the dust. Arsenal pia yini inakuja, nyindo amjui. But moving on swiftly, you mentioned about the 14 game unbeaten run. Watch this space. You talked about you have this hunger and desire. When you're hungry, sometimes you don't get fed. Bravo, I look at your depth in squad and I know that's why you're not gonna. You know, you might win this game, but also you might lose it because Arteta has to rotate because you have this friendly or this competition that happens on Thursday nights. It's coming. Which team are you facing? Thank you. The team that beat Spurs as well. Just saying. You're gonna watch this Sporting Lisbon, then you're gonna see. And then since Sporting Lisbon will come after you first leg, Pep is gonna panic again and try and shift to try and balance the team for the return leg the following week. My prediction is a 1-0 to Bournemouth, if not a 0-0 draw. But I see Solanke with a 82nd minute winner. It is what it is.
Yeah, I think without just being political about it, Arsenal are just gonna win this. Yeah,
You can't be factual, man.
No.
How do you think Betika make their money?
No,
How can you be home and Napoli on their 1.34?
We have a 1.23.
well,
Oh, yeah, imeshuka.
well, it's
It was 1.34 in the morning, and I was laughing. I was like, hapa nanusa kitu.
all right. But you know why the odds had to come down? Yeah.
To fool people.
That's
Kesho before kickoff utaona imerudi 130, and you'll know that 0-0 draw. If not a Burnley, I'm saying to Burnley because no company. But yes, you watch this face. Solanke, Dominic.
Yeah, so this should be a 3-1 because I don't see Arsenal keeping a clean sheet. But Arsenal are gonna win anyway. So
We're going to keep a clean sheet.
Am I the only one who sees Arsenal losing?
Yeah, I think you're the only one because
Not
really. I'm actually thinking about something. Look at how Arteta is playing, and was he the brains behind the Mancity success in the few seasons?
I understand. But
Because I'll give you to revert because this is my point. I'm just thinking. Look how Arsenal are starting their lineup without a striker. Nketiah has been dropped. Now you're seeing Trossard, Martinelli, Odegaard, Saka. A very lethal attacking, and these are guys who can score a goal anytime. We've seen. Actually, I think they scored 3 goals before Nketiah came in the Everton game, or was it all 4? No, it was 3. I think the Trossard assist to Odegaard, then Trossard was subbed for Nketiah. So Arsenal are playing like the Man City of the 2 previous seasons. They don't need a key man to score a goal, and that's why I'm seeing them not losing this game at Emirates. So I'm giving them a 3-0 versus 3 Arsenal 3 Bournemouth 0. Yep.
I love how reasonable you are. Unlike people who are very emotional. Yeah, let's talk about
emotional is you. I have one thing to say before we wrap it off. Dan has said something sensible, but I still disagree. The only reason I'm confident Bournemouth are getting something out of this game is because what we did to them last week. And they had a whole week to prepare.
Yeah, let's wait and see. I don't want to talk much because we might spend the whole time talking about Arsenal. So let's go to the next one. I think let's talk about 2 relegation contenders. Chelsea and Leeds are playing, guys. Mr. Chelsea, I think you can just start, please.
How is this battle going to unfold?
Are you
We
going
don't know how
to
life
avoid
is at the
relegation?
bottom.
all
How is life at the bottom, baby?
All right. When Mr. City said we are going to be relegated, I did not believe him. But now it seems it seems more apparent, and well, I think the reason is because Chelsea are on a losing trend, and they get losing every week in, week out. One thing is to note is I'm not so sure whether our coach actually has a target this season, and maybe the lack of a target makes him to play casually, or rather to not think about results seriously. And I think, well, it's painful to see it happen, or like how it's unfolding, but the trend is very wanting. I'm not even sure when he's gonna win, but well, I'll just say that we should be able to win another win of like a 1-0 win, because I mean, I'm hopeful anyway, because that's the point of being a fan. But but chances are results might get really bad, because there's something about a trend that we cannot ignore. So
Yeah. Okay, let me say something. I was checking the last 5 games. In the last 5 games, Chelsea have not won any game, have drawn 3, lost 2. Leeds have won 1, lost 3, drawn 1. So they have more points than Chelsea in the last 5 games. And Chelsea is a squad that has everyone. I think it has the most expensive squad. Literally, they bought everyone they could have bought. So I think the biggest question is, should Potter go? Because I don't. Okay, it's going to be a. It's going to be a difficult game for Chelsea against Leeds. Did Leeds get a manager?
Not yet.
Not yet.
They got the former boss
Assistant.
who alikuwa Watford,
Oh.
Garcia or something, but this will be his first game in charge. Leeds finally got a manager, former Watford boss Garcia. Can you search there? New Leeds boss Garcia something. I remember he used to manage Watford, but he got a few games and then he was also sacked. But I think all Leeds need is that defensive element, and is a defensive coach.
Jesse March has been appointed as the new head coach of Leeds United.
No, that was last year. Oh, by the way, Kariuki is asking link. Kariuki bado stories are linked to catch up. Usijali. Eventually. Iko on sahi mnaweza haiwezi. Oh, Javi Garcia. Oh, nilikuwa na address karaoke. Niko like, hiyo ni site ni link tunaweka follow. Oh, sawa. So yeah. You remember when Sean Dyche came, the Buzz, Arsenal, Javi Garcia, new manager, the Buzz, Graham Potter. Same script, different cast. You talked about Graham Potter leaving and being sacked. Shame on you.
No, I was asking.
Shame on you.
I'm just asking.
You and those people who are sending death threats to him. Shame on you. And those Chelsea fans. Shame. And those ones who are putting a petition to sack Graham Potter. Shame on you. Shame. Look yourself in the mirror. Look at yourself, you Chelsea fan. Take a hard look at yourself. Shame on you for wanting Graham Potter out. Alafu ata nataka kumreplace na Disabri. Hata hamna shame. Look, Potter Ball is alive. Potter Ball is well. Potter Ball is living. You have to suffer before you come through. Look at Jurgen Klopp. His first 2-3 seasons. Actually, it was 4. Sindio?
No, I think it was 3.
Aliingia 2015.
14, 15. The one for Euro, it was 14.
Brendan Rodgers alifukuzwa 15-16. So aliingia hiyo 15-16. Pep akaingia 16-17. After Klopp was around 8-6 months. So Klopp took 4 years before he won the Champions League. 5 years. Arteta took 6 months to win the FA Cup. Probably 7 to 10 years.
To win the third Premier League.
To win a Premier League.
The third one for Arsenal.
Delusion. We talked about delusion earlier. But we're talking about Chelsea now. Which other manager? Antonio Conte. With the Chelsea. Not...
They won the second.
But because there was a transition, it was post World Cup.
Well, we are
He
in
still won in the first season.
Then
Tuchel won the UCL
and
in his
that-
first 6 months.
yes. So give him time. Give Graham Potter time, because look, also you have to consider.
Let me just ask a question before you talk about time. The question I'll ask: all of those managers, how many of them got to spend 600 million in the first 2 seasons? In the first, actually, half. He did not spend 600 million, and did not spend.
I know we spent 250 million on defense. One is still in jail.
Yeah, I agree. But then the question I'll ask is, yes, say Potter needs time and Potter gets to get that time. But the question is, all these managers have won with way less budget and way worse players. Arteta won with a squad that nobody's playing there now.
I know you had to bring Arteta in, but Arteta has had to be. I remember you also played the bunt of Arteta out. Stop pretending your Arteta is the holy grail. You're just like a Pharisee. But moving on to Chelsea, because we can talk about Chelsea all night. 2-1 to Leeds, because odds pia inasema 1.68 na ati Chelsea wako home. 1.68. Choma bet.
So, guys, I think the Chelsea debate will never end, especially when Kevin is here. He has a lot to say about Potter.
Don't like the comparison.
Yeah. Anyway, so personally, I feel the pressure is piling up for Potter, and I feel this game is best opportunity to relieve some of the pressure. So I'm seeing a 2-0 win for Chelsea. At least Felix will get a goal, and also Mudryk. So yeah,
The last time Chelsea scored 2 goals. Answer me from
I know, but I'm just saying.
Goal of the month was by Joao Felix, because he only goal scored in February.
Yeah.
Come on.
Relax.
Stop
Relax.
being an FPL fanatic.
No, I'm not being I don't even have Chelsea
Hold
players.
on, Felix,
I
please.
no. I can't. I don't even. So the reason I'm saying that is I watched his interview again after they lost
Potter.
to Tottenham, and he took all the blame. He's trying to. He's starting to feel the pressure, and I know if he loses the next game, he might quit. He might say it's too much, guys.
Nobody has that.
Nobody
quits managers.
Yeah. Anyway,
Let
so.
him sacked, but no.
So
If you quit, you're
you guys, you
saying
you remember this?
no one will
You
hire you.
you remember this season where the Ole Gunnar, you are my new. He was having a very bad season, but anytime United fans are fed up, he could go and get a win. Then
Laguna knew how to do things.
Graham Potter just needs the. He just needs the results to go his side. He needs the injuries to come back his side. He doesn't know his first 11. But when he gets it right, you guy, my guy. Graham Potter ball to stay.
I watched highlights of that Tottenham game. I was wondering what was Sterling doing in that game. Surely,
That's why it's not in Man
yeah. So I'm just wondering, is Potter just trying just playing players because they know they're good, or
Let me just say something about Stanley.
does he have something to say that I want this guy to deliver?
Okay, before let me just say something. This Potter guy is very funny. One, in the Southampton game I was watching, Sterling played in the right wing and he was the most dangerous attacker. He almost got a goal and he had a goal cleared off the line. And then Potter, in all his geniusness and in all his tactics, thought, yeah, he was very good when he was playing on the right wing. Let me put him on the left wing, where he's very predictable. Is that even Sterling? Is he the one to blame? Sterling actually played his best football for Mancity when he's playing on the right wing. It makes his angles and his game easier.
Sterling is the top scorer of Chelsea. Come on.
Yes, Sterling is the top scorer of Chelsea, and that's why
Why are you hating?
I'm not hating on Sterling. I'm hating on Potter on playing Sterling the place that he's not the most effective.
Are you guys still number 10?
Yeah.
I don't know why we're wasting too much time on a number 10.
He's 10th on the league. He's 10th on the league.
Raheem Sterling.
He's 10th on the league.
Do you have anything to say?
Let me say something. I just think, there have been reports. There are reports that the pressure is piling up, and probably he has like two games to save his job. So, honestly, I feel for Potter because it seems like whether it's injuries, like you see, Thiago is injured, and now he has to deal with that. And he has a long list of other injuries who are just recovering. And generally, my take would be that, well, he needs a win. But again, I don't really think that.
Graham Potter ball.
No. I don't really think that he's maybe he's a long-term manager, but man, we are
Just don't get relegated.
yeah. But again, the challenge here is if he loses, then at some point the board would have to sack him because I mean it won't matter whether it's a long-term project. You see, that's the thing. Yeah. So I think we can just move on.
Yeah, let's move on, Bana. We can't talk about a team that is on 10th, not affecting anything. A relegation battle and it's a top 6 team. Very embarrassing. Let's talk about another team that people seem to think they are struggling but have 4 wins in their last 5. Tottenham Hotspurs. Yeah, I think I was looking at their form and then I was very shocked because I thought they were just drawing and losing and then they have 4 wins in 5. Yeah. I was shocked, by the way, guys. I was really shocked. I don't know. Okay, me personally, I was shocked because, I thought they were just losing every time, but 4 wins in the last 5. That's very good form. I don't even think Arsenal has that. So anyway, that's what it is. So they will be going to Wolves. Wolves are in a relegation battle but are struggling to score goals. I don't know where they'll get goals. And they lost to Liverpool in the midweek. They did not get goals. They drew to Fulham. So yeah, pretty bad for them. What do you think, guys? Who do you think is going to win? Tottenham?
Yeah, I'm also surprised to see in their last 5 games, they only lost 1 game. I'm not sure which game was that. Oh, it was. Then you're just wondering. A Leicester that couldn't hold Arsenal. Like, what the hell? Anyway, I think Tottenham is a team that we've misunderstood it. We don't know what's going on at Tottenham, but they're getting results. So I think they'll also win tomorrow, probably a 2-1 win or a 2-0. Yeah, since they're playing away to Wolves.
Yeah, I also think I forgot to say what I think they're going to win 2-0. I can't explain why because I don't even know how they are in that form. So it's just a 2-0 because they have a good form.
But they have these young players who are really good.
The skip guy and they're signing.
Yeah, but you guys understand Emerson Royal has an injury, yeah?
But they have
I think so. I just saw the news. Yeah.
They have that guy from was it Sporting or where?
From our Mancity Academy. If you can't make it from the Mancity Academy, come on.
Now
Trippier stuff.
Yeah,
things,
so I just think I think we should also give credit to Wolves. I have watched the game. I think Wolves have a problem in their finishing, but they're playing quite a nice football. Yeah. So but again, the thing with Tottenham is he doesn't Tottenham doesn't need to play nice to win games, and so generally they're likely to win like a 1-0 win. So I think so.
Biri's being political kwa sababu yako relegation battle. So he's so humble. Ananikumbusha the 12 disciples. You believe in the days that are coming ahead, but for now, I will suffer and I will take persecution. Wolves inashinda hii game venye ilikamata Liverpool. Wako home, wako the den.
But Liverpool won. Which game are you talking about?
Liverpool got thrashed 3-0.
Oh, the first leg.
Yes. Me, I'm talking, we're at the den. This is the den. Antonio Conte is still...
But this guy
is he coming?
100%
I know. So this is the
dark horse.
I know one thing I'm sure of. Tottenham had a midweek fixture and they got eliminated.
Yeah, Sheffield United.
To Makati. Shout out to James Makati and Tommy Doyle, Manchester City Academy players, played a key role in eliminating Tottenham. Uba kuna Tottenham fans. But come mko by the hala, whichever platform you are, if you're a Tottenham fan, na unasikia tumewa violate, come. Kuja uningililia, hii jazz unakumbuka kenye mulitufanyia. I'm waiting for you, come.
I think...
So, my prediction for the game, 2-0, 2-1. Wolves, yes. Hurricane must score.
Yeah, it's actually a good prediction.
It's a very interesting prediction. I think
Wolves has been training for this game for the whole week with no FA Cup distractions and
nothing. Then they are in relegation, so they need to get
Sarabia
something.
is there and it finished. Adama Traore ameletwa new baby oil.
Yeah. anyway, moving on swiftly. I don't know. There are two relegation battles. I don't know if we should talk about. One of them is Southampton, Leicester, and Everton, Nottingham Forest. Do we talk about that game?
I think Tottenham will win. I mean,
Let's give-
Southampton. Yeah, Southampton will win. My favorite
Nottingham?
free kick, Nini.
What
Take
pros?
her, yeah.
Nottingham, Everton.
Nottingham.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd go with Leicester and Nottingham.
Nottingham.
If both teams could lose and get relegated, that would be good. I don't care. I don't care.
So I don't know. Southampton, Leicester. I don't really care about that one, but probably. I think at Leicester. I think Madison might be back. Everton, Nottingham Forest. Very confused. I think it will be one of the best games that we'll see this weekend. And Sean Dyke, props to him. Everton must not get relegated, so I think he will get a result. Now let's talk about the game that everyone here is waiting. From the people who have been starting to watch this podcast, I know this is what you want us to talk about. The biggest game of this season. I think it's Liverpool versus Manchester United.